Hello! In my previous video I detailed how I was using the Humbrol Maskol, painting it on these Infinity PanO models to provide a mask before the next layer of airbrushing went on. So I've done that and I've rushed through and I've done it. I've peeled most of them off. So in fact most of them have this kind of look to them now where the red that I wanted in the edges is in there and the blue's been airbrushed on top, and it's been relatively successful. A couple of hitches, like for example when I was doing this one, his bender head nodule fell off. I had to be re-glued. So I'm going to show you what happens when you peel off the Humbrol Maskol, which you need to get off really within, well, 20 minutes or so of doing the airbrushing. You can see I've still got airbrush paint on me. And so essentially I start off using a toothpick, and you can sort of feel where you've got that rubber under there. Can you see it sort of stretching? Ooh. Once you've got a good skin like that, I normally, to avoid scratching the paint, switch to tweezers. So I have here Tri-Tool, Hasegawa, Hobby Kit. These particular ones are very fine because they're designed for decals. Ended up with some paint on that one. But yeah, so basically they give you that really nice little fine control that you need. So I've made a small ridge in the rubber that's been painted on there. And I'm going to try and grab it. And you can see I was almost successful. And here we go. So this is the stuff peeling off. You want to try and get that in as single a piece as possible, because then it avoids it getting left behind and stuck in any crevices. So you can see already there's a bit left behind here, and not so much over that side. But for those bits that are left behind, it's back to the cocktail stick, and there you go, there's a little bit on there. I've peeled it off. And a little bit around the helmet. And there you go. I mean, it's never going to be absolutely amazingly perfect unless you're a mega perfectionist. I did actually put some in here too, so it's not as easy to get to. But you can see that rubber's trying to peel off. Oh no, you can't because my finger's in the way. But there you go, you can see that's a little bit of that rubber there peeling too. See it in that sort of peely way. So switch again, because I don't want to keep scratching at the paint, to try and pull this out with the... I think I'm going quiet on myself to try and get it. No, it looks like I haven't got the right angle. No, I haven't got an angle on that, unfortunately, so it's a case of coming back. And there we go. Don't ask me where that spun off to, but it has peeled off. And then again, sometimes around the edges of where I've put that Maskol on, it's ended up going into or overlaying onto another section. And of course you can touch that up afterwards. I don't think I've got it anywhere else on this model. I didn't. And I can feel it, and the only reason I say that is I'm used to doing it, but if I take this cocktail stick to a particular area, I can feel quite quickly whether there's the Maskol. Ah, there we go. So again, this is a classic mistake when you're doing these models. You end up putting that Maskol on, painting it on, airbrushing over the top, and then forgetting that you've done it there. Because you don't put Maskol over everything, you're just putting it where you want to mask. And you can see it's in there. So I've probably got a big enough lip to, although it's a very tiny thing, a big enough lip to get, there we go, the grand reveal as I come round. That's satisfying, almost satisfying, because it pinged the section back on. But there you can see the stuff that's come off. It's like a, well, it's obviously got the paint on it still, but it's also the rubbery substance, and there we go. So that's kind of left, difficult to see, but it's left a sort of detail bit around the edge. Sorry about that shake. So there we go, that's the grand reveal. That's what I've done across all these other models as well. And you know, even these ones where, like on this leg of hers there, you can see it's left that red, given her red Spider-Man underpants, and you can see the detailing I've left in there. And basically all of this has had that stuff peeled away. The same Maskol's been peeled away. But the models have still got to be super detailed. They've still got to have the panel work done. They've still got to be finished essentially, with their variety of different sections. Will have different paintwork. This one's going to have a kind of a cloth thing there, and it's got a nice interesting detail in those hexagon shapes that'll be painted up nicely inside. So there you go. That's Maskol, that's peeling it off, and that's been done now on mostly all these models. Back to the tag model from earlier, and you can see where he was peeled off inside there too. I've ended up with some muck on there. The only thing this has had additionally is that I've masked in these camo areas and resprayed it. So thanks for watching. I will be back again in next week or so with a video of me sort of doing the detail level.